What's up guys, today's video is on the top 5 best budget smartphones in 2022. Through extensive research and testing, I've put together a list of options that'll meet the needs of different types of buyers. So whether it's price, performance, or its particular use, we've got you covered. For more information on the products, I've included links in the description box down below, which are updated for the best prices. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now, let's get started. We'll kick things off with the Moto G Power, also known as the best ultra-cheap budget smartphone available on the market in 2022. At a surprisingly affordable price, this fellow will keep you busy for days. Its 5,000 mAh battery is about the size of what is considered the standard these days. That's the same capacity as a top-of-the-line device like Galaxy S21 Ultra. Instead of designing a more rounded phone, Motorola has cut out features here and there, a lower resolution screen, a slower processor, and made everything still work like a well-oiled machine. This year's G Power model is packed with 3 GB of RAM and 32 GB of memory. The device sports a 6.6-inch LCD with a resolution of 720p. It's not a high-level resolution to cover a pretty big screen, but it does the job. G Power uses a Snapdragon 662 processor, which, although a bit slower, will give you better performance than most competitors at this price. The bottom line is that Power performs daily tasks, plays videos, and operates adequately. This model offers expandable storage via a micro SD card slot, which seems necessary here. Our advice: when buying this phone, plan on throwing a micro SD card into the card as well. With that powerful battery, you can send emails, surf the web, and much more. And by the third day of moderate use, you'll have as much as 40% battery power left. Wow! Undoubtedly, a slightly slower processor and energy-efficient screen help increase these numbers. In any case, Motorola's claim of battery life of up to 3 days is quite reasonable, and you could do even better if you spend most of your time on Wi-Fi. G Power offers a 48-megapixel main camera, a 2-megapixel macro camera, and a depth sensor for portrait photography. There's also an 8-megapixel selfie camera. G Power uses this same main camera as the One 5G Ace and also takes beautiful photos in good lighting. It assesses exposure well and records many details, especially with close subjects. For the listed price, we are beyond impressed. If you're looking for the top bang for the buck, we say TCL20 Pro 5G is your winning ticket as the best value budget smartphone that can be found on the market in 2022. This model has surprised us in many ways. No, it's not just the 5G variant of the recently introduced 20L and 20L Plus models, but a completely different device. We're looking at a tried and tested phone, combined with a curved AMOLED screen, Snapdragon 750G processor, and optical stabilization on the main camera sensor. The screen diagonal is 6.67 inches with a resolution of 1080 by 2400 pixels, 394 ppi, a brightness of 420 nits, also quite good to allow extensive use even in bright daylight. We'll note that the screen brings HDR10 support as well as the TÜV Rheinland quality certificate, which is now present in a growing number of manufacturers. Considering that this is a phone with 5G support, it's evident that the number of possible options for the processor of this phone immediately had to be reduced to a couple of variants. Snapdragon 750 in question, octa-core processor made with 8nm technology. Paired with 6 GB of RAM and a nice 256 GB of data space, the device does its job nicely, without a doubt. Enough power for all the usual tasks, this is one nicely optimized model, always ready for the next couple of seasons. The TCL20 Pro 5G arrives with a 4500 mAh battery that charges via an 18-watt charger that comes in the device's packaging. It takes about 2 hours to fully charge the phone's battery. What is also worth mentioning is the supported 15-watt wireless charging, and that is a rather pleasant surprise. When it comes to the camera, behind the main camera lens is a Sony IMX582 sensor of 48 megapixels, as well as optical stabilization. Additionally, there's an ultra-wide 16-megapixel sensor with an aperture of 2.4. It covers a field of view 123 degrees wide. As for the selfie camera, we're looking at 32 megapixels. The 48-megapixel main sensor gives photos of a more natural look and color with enough detail. For the listed price, you can't beat this guy. Up next, check out the Samsung Galaxy A52 5G, also known as the best Android budget smartphone available on the market in 2022. This device falls into the mid-budget category in terms of price. The 5G version uses a Snapdragon 750 processor, while the 4G version uses a Snapdragon 720 model. Another difference is in the display refresh rate, which is in the 4G version 90Hz and 120Hz in the 5G version. Samsung Galaxy A52 5G comes with a 6.5-inch AMOLED screen and full HD Plus resolution, which gives it a crystal clear picture and clear colors. This is a 2400 by 1080 display that has 404 pixels per inch, which means that everything is pretty nice and sharp. With a 4500 mAh battery, the Samsung Galaxy A52 can last a long time for sure. A large and good screen can dry out the battery, but on the other hand, it doesn't have a super strong processor, so it doesn't dry out too many cells. With normal use, the phone can easily push through the day. However, the hardware has to work much harder to deliver things like demanding games, and that affects the battery life a lot more. The Galaxy A52 5G will not last as much as playing these games as some of the leading models. This might be a problem only for those who want to play a lot of games, but the battery performance without playing games is actually quite good. What is most interesting is that the Galaxy A52 is IP67 certified, which means that it is completely protected from dust and can survive complete water submersion, going 3 feet below for 30 minutes without any damage. This is usually a feature of much more expensive phones, which makes the Galaxy A52 much more interesting and gives a big advantage over similarly priced competitors. The device has 4 cameras on the back and 1 front camera. The main camera has an impressive 64 megapixels with optical image stabilization. There is a 12 megapixel ultra-wide sensor, the third sensor is a 5 megapixel depth scanner, and the fourth is a macro camera. We also have a 32 megapixel selfie camera on the front. The main camera gives pretty high quality images, while the ultra-wide angle has top-notch color reproduction. Night mode is also available. Good stuff, a thumbs up from here. For all you Apple fans, we say check out the Apple iPhone SE, also known as the company's best budget smartphone that can be found on the market in 2022. This model sports a 4.7-inch Retina HD screen with IPS technology, with vivid colors, a tactile touch response, and fingerprint-resistant coating. The design is highly resistant and minimalist, made of glass with aluminum frames. The iPhone SE 2020 has the same chip as its big brother, the Apple A13 Bionic processor loaded with power. In short, the GPU is faster than the A9 and much faster than the A11 Bionic, which helps with tasks such as playing video games or experiencing virtual reality. On the other hand, this model inherited not only the size but also the life of its battery from the iPhone 8. Apple has accustomed us to big screens and more cameras, but this is not the case with the iPhone SE, which has one main wide-angle camera of 12 megapixels. Thanks to the powerful processor, this device has a portrait mode with advanced functionality and depth control. It offers next-generation smart HDR. iPhone SE records videos in stereo format, which allows us to hear them as well as see them. Another great feature of this smartphone is the audio sharing option. You can connect 2 pairs of AirPods headphones and listen to another person just like you. iPhone SE 2020 can be charged in just 30 minutes thanks to the fast charging technology. All in all, there is no other mobile phone in that size range that has the top processor of this guy. Apple iPhone SE delivers what it promises, an acceptable but small screen, as well as a camera with good performance. Thumbs up, that's for sure. And finally, after all the carefully summarized reviews, opinions, and experiences, we've reached the unanimous conclusion that the Google Pixel 5a is the best overall budget smartphone available on the market in 2022. This model sports a special coating for the aluminum housing on which no fingerprints remain, and the device never slips. It is exceptionally practical. The case has cutouts for wireless charging antennas, but they are hidden under cover. This is a great solution from all points of view. We're looking at a screen diagonal of 6 inches at 1080 by 2340 pixels, OLED technology, 432 ppi, automatic brightness control, always-on screen feature, Corning Gorilla Glass 6, HDR10 Plus, and a refresh rate of 90 Hz, a feature noticeably better than what the previous devices in this range had in store. The built-in Li-ion battery has a capacity of 4,000 mAh. The phone comes with an 18-watt charger. Previous Pixel models have suffered from lower capacity batteries, but this point has obviously been corrected. Charging time with a standard charger is 97 minutes. QI wireless charging is also present, with a maximum power of 12 watts. There's a reversible wireless charger of up to 5 watts. You can charge the headphones from the phone. Battery life is a strong point of the phone. You can get a full working day even with the constant use of the phone. The device uses the Snapdragon 765G. The capabilities of this chipset are sufficient for most tasks, including games. There are no flaws in the performance of the device. It's fast, and 8 GB of RAM allows you to keep a large number of apps in memory. It should also be noted that the device does not have a memory card slot, and the available storage capacity is 128 GB. Also included in the mix is Bluetooth support. Overall, this fella delivers premium performance and quality features, all wrapped up in the best possible price-quality ratio. You wanted the best, you got it. Thanks for watching, and that's all for now. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Till next time, see you guys later.